Good morning, children. So let's start with the new chapter of your new evaluation. That is the third evaluation, chapter number 19, Abdul in the garden. So this is all about the gardening, right? So let's learn about this. So it was a holiday. Abdul was helping his Abbu in the garden. Abbu was clearing the dried leaves and grass from the vegetable beds. Abdul started to pull out the grass from one of the beds. He found that it was not easy to pull out even a small grass, even the small grass. His hands became red by the effort. So, see here, Abdul is trying to uh, pull the grass out. He's trying to pull the grass out, and since he thought that it's just the grass, it will be easy to pull it out. But no, he found it so difficult to pull it out. See, he's taking so much of effort to pull this out, and finally he pulled that out. Then what he saw is the roots. Can you see the roots here? The roots of the grass. So the roots of the grass were so deep inside. It was, it was more than the length of the grass. So the roots were very nicely, deeply grounded. Okay. So that's what he saw. Let's move ahead. Abdul knocked down a stick that was supporting the pea plant. So see, in the effort, the climber plant, that is a pea plant, there was a support. Here there is a support. There is a big stick because climber pea plant is a climber. It cannot climb on its own, no. So it needs a support. So the next to the climber there were grasses, and he was trying to take out the grasses, but in doing so he just knocked out this stick. It just fell down. It came off. The delicate stem of the pea plant broke. Oh no, the delicate stem of the pea plant broke. Abdul said, then Daddy got angry. Why are you pulling the grass? The roots of the grass are strong. You will have to dig them out. Okay, they are very strong. You have to dig it out. Abdul carefully dug out the plant. He then saw that the roots of the grass plant were longer and much more spread out than the part of the plant above the ground. The roots were much more spread out and they were much more stronger and deeper and longer. Then he said, do not pull it out. You just have to dig it out. Okay. Then he started digging it out. So the stick which was stuck in the ground fell very easily. It was difficult to pull out small grass. Why? Children, you have to give me this answer. Why the stick fell down and why it was difficult for this Abdul to pick up and to pull it out, pull the grass with so difficulty. Now, do all the plants have roots? Tell me. You have to answer me all the question. Do all the plants have roots? Look at some plants and trees around you. Imagine how deep this and spread out the roots of these are. Now see children, this was just a grass and the roots were so long and they were spread out. For the water they keep going down and down. You think about the big trees. The length of the roots here in the grass is longer than the length of the stem or the part of the plant which was on the above the soil. So the part which is visible to us is the length of the tree. Okay, so the whole length of the tree. So always the roots are most of the time they are longer than the length of the tree, except Length of the tree means the part which is above. I'm talking about the stem and the rest part of the body, rest part of the plant. Right. So you can imagine if there are big trees. So now you can see the length of the trees which are so tall. Like you can go on the first floor or second floor and you can see these plants. Yeah. So how deeper or longer their roots must be? Just imagine. They must be longer than that as well. Okay. Let's move ahead. After 3 days, Abdul saw that one broken part of the pea plant had dried. Guess which part would have dried up? Only one broken part. Okay. Why it dried? So it's broken. No water is going till that plant, part of the plant. Okay. Abu remembered that he had to send some radish. Radish means mooli. Home. He started to pull the radish out of the soil. Abdul wondered whether these were also roots. Also, a few radish were pulled when there was suddenly a strong wind and rain. Both of them picked up the radish and ran. Okay, so they were just pulling out some radish and suddenly started running. It started raining and they started running. Yeah. So they had just reached home when the branch of a neem tree in the courtyard broke and fell. Why it broke? Because it must be very stormy. Okay, wind was just blowing at a very high speed. In fact, Abu was lucky to have missed by only a few inches, otherwise that branch was about to fall on the Abu. He was lucky enough. Despite the strong wind, the tree remained firm on the ground. Only one branch fell down, but the tree remained firm on the ground. They both sat down to have tea with Ammi. Abu said to Abdul, the plants were getting dry. Now that it has rained, we will not have to water the plants. We can now sit and play Ludo. So, why do you think the neem tree didn't fall despite of the strong wind? You have to tell me, which I just explained you. So on putting water in the soil where the plants are growing, the dropping leaves become fresh again. How? What do you feel? Do all plants need water? Which of the following plants around you need regular watering? You know, there are a few plants which need regular watering and few plants they don't need regular watering, means everyday watering. Can you name few plants which needs regular watering and few plants which do not need regular watering? Next, what will happen if nobody gives water to these plants? Abdul realized that he never watered the huge neem tree. Where did it get its water from? He thought, which of the plants around you do not need watering? What do they get? Where do they get water from? Make two guesses. This is very easy. They have grown so big, means their roots have grown so deep. You just have to think about it. And you have to solve this, okay? All this textbook exercises, they are very easy, children. Keep solving along with the chapter. Abdul wondered whether radish was a root. Why did he think so? So you have to tell me whether radish was a root or not. Look at this picture below and find out which of these vegetables are roots. Easy? It's very easy. You have to tell me. Okay. Abdul has more questions. Nowadays, Abdul keeps thinking about all kinds of plants that he sees. Children, you have to do this, okay? So please do this. Find out which of these vegetables are roots, okay? Very quickly you have to do and you have to tell me. Alright. So just finish it off and then we will move ahead. Right? So just finish this first. Give me the answers. Then I'll be moving ahead.